So today's video I want to talk about was focus. Kind of piggyback off of the law of attraction in the sense that basically where your attention goes, energy flows. So it's important for you to actually focus and think about what you really want or what you're really working towards, or whatever you're like learning or doing, because without focus you can't really get there. The definition of focus, well, I've read like a legitimate definition, is a center of activity or attention, right? The center, or also a state or condition of what? Permitting clear? Yeah, a state or conditioning or permitting clear perception or understanding. A state of clarity, right? If you're not focused on something, you can't really have clarity about it. And the reason why focus is so important beyond that is because we really do live in like an information overload like age. Like, you probably hear it a lot, but it's true because there's so much going on at any given time around people, around you. People, cell phones be buzzing, whether or not it's through a text message, whether or not someone's actually calling them. But more than likely, it's from a whole bunch of different apps that people have on their phone to, people in their environment or whatnot, or even when there's just a whole bunch of stuff just going on around them in general. So it's really important to actually have like clarity for like what you want to do, because you'll end up spending a lot of time doing a whole bunch of different things with a whole bunch of different people and at a whole bunch of different places. But unless all of those things were focused, then most likely those were just things you were doing, and then a lot of people realize at the end of the day they spent a lot of time doing a whole bunch of different stuff, but a lot of those things don't hold real value. They don't hold a lot of value. That's because those actions and those items weren't items to be focused on. They weren't items and actions that had weight towards a focal point. Because the importance of focus is basically to have a mission, to be on a mission, have a goal or objective, and whatever. This is why the biggest takeaway from focus for me is that basically, if you're on a mission to get to that goal, whatever takes you away from that mission, whatever doesn't move you towards that goal, is something that you shouldn't focus on, and thus you should say no. Whatever isn't aligned or congruent with your goal, just say no. That's the biggest thing about focus, to stay in alignment with your assignment. And to quote an associate of mine, it's not an exact quote, but like the idea of the quote was basically, people might be able to multitask, but you cannot multi-focus. And it's so true. The more you focus on something, the clearer it becomes to you, and you need clarity in order to execute. You need clarity in order to get what you want. You need clarity in order to have a deeper level and a good level of understanding of whatever you're learning or whatever you're doing, because you can't really learn anything, and you definitely can't master anything without focus. Focus allows you to have conversations. Focus allows you to listen to people. Focus allows you to learn. So it's very important to have focus, regardless of all the stimulation that's going on. So one of the biggest things for today was focus and like clarity. And like side note, to more about what I'm doing with like some of this financial wellness stuff. There's actually big like conference going on tonight. So if you want to know about that too, just like inbox me or whatever, or something like that, or just leave a comment. But the takeaway from today is focus. You gotta know what you want, and if you know what you want, you just gotta go get it. But say no to all the distractions. That's it.